Escape to the mountains and big skies of Montana for an unforgettable 5-day and 4-night outdoor adventure for two at the ranches at Belt Creek. Discover the special blend of rustic luxury as your log cabin for two will feel like a private retreat with beautifully appointed home touches designed in classic Western style. You'll be enchanted as you step inside to vaulted ceilings, roaring fireplaces, decadent baths, and porches with stunning views. This all-inclusive stay will include a daily activity of your choice, and the choices are endless at the ranches at Belt Creek. Inside the gates, enjoy 800 acres of prime Montana ranch land that features fenced pastures, an equestrian center, the lodge, and a shooting clay course. Outside the gates, enjoy the resort's own private wilderness outpost in the heart of the 1.8 million acre Lewis and Clark National Forest. Your all-inclusive ranch getaway for two includes a personal ranch host, full concierge services, all meals prepared by the on-site executive chef in the private clubhouse, 24/7 access to the clubhouse, honor bar, hot tub, and a fitness center you will never use. Access to over 7,000 acres of private recreational land, one complimentary activity of your choice that includes ATV excursions, horseback riding, archery, riflery, and guided hikes that may be scheduled each day for each guest. That's 5 days and 4 nights in the heart of nature with an all-inclusive stay for two at Belt Creek, Montana.
We are not going to let the horses down. It's not just the horses that we're responsible for today, and that's huge, but it's for the thousands of horses that are counting on us in the future.
Red Bucket closed the moment that we received the stay-at-home orders. We can never have any more than 10 people on the farm at any time, and that includes people who are cleaning and feeding. So we really have to limit team members to just a handful. The horses' greatest needs are being taken care of. As a matter of fact, they're being fed and watered consistently and cleaned on time, making sure that they have the enrichment that they deserve and that we've promised them.
Every horse has to be fed, every horse has to...
It has been crushing financially. Our hay bill alone runs upwards of $19,000 to $20,000 a month. You know, we also have a mortgage. We have vet bills, which are fairly astronomical when you consider 135 plus horses. We're a nonprofit that relies solely on the generosity of people, and we haven't even been able to invite them to the ranch. No fundraising, no visits, no tours. We rely on fundraising to keep this place going. So we've had to really rethink, reimagine, reconsider, how can we keep this place going without the ability for people to see our life-saving work? You know, to go on tours, to come to a farm to table, to come to a seminar. We're going to have to do it all now virtually, and that's without the intimacy of people being able to see and touch and experience our work. In spite of a really difficult year, we've had some pretty phenomenal achievements. 8 horses who came through the gates who needed us tremendously, desperate in many different ways. We've also been able to send 15 horses to forever homes. That is probably some of the most fulfilling work that we can talk about. Red Bucket relies on people's generosity, and the generosity doesn't change with the amount of the gift. And we are very grateful for any amount that people feel like they can contribute and honor our life-saving work.
Prepare to experience true aloha with a 4-night stay on the beautiful Big Island coastline. Discover breathtaking volcanoes, partake in whale-watching adventures, or play a round or two of golf. Our team has all the local knowledge and experience needed to ensure you make the most of your trip. Located in the charming village of Kaimu, your Bali-style beach house is the perfect spot to sit back and relax while enjoying the stunning views of the black lava fields and the nearby ocean. Bajan Breeze. Experience Barbados' best beaches with a 5-night stay for 6 guests in a luxury townhouse in Sandy Lane. Discover the warm, tranquil waters of Paynes Bay Beach and Sandy Lane Beach within walking distance of your accommodation. Enjoy the perfect island retreat with an on-site clubhouse and pool, private beach access, and exclusive membership amenities from the beach house. This cozy, magnificent condo is a ski lover's paradise and just around the corner from Breckenridge's Mountain Powder. Prepare to have your breath taken as you gaze over the snow-covered slopes of beautiful Breckenridge. Just a short stroll away from the Snowflake chairlift, you are in a prime position to enjoy all the natural beauty on offer from within your comfortable and well-equipped condo. Speak with one of our destination experts for a hand-picked list of local amenities sure to delight you and your guests. From ski lessons to restaurant reservations and so much more, our team is here to help you make the most of your trip.
It was emotionally very challenging. Every day was you kind of walked on eggshells to hope that he was going to pull through this. He was so severely neglected. I just don't understand how anybody could ever treat an animal like that. Hi, my name is Jennifer Bailey. I'm an LA City firefighter. I've been a city firefighter for 17 years, and I have adopted 3 horses from Red Bucket over the last 7 years. I went there originally to volunteer and to give back to something that I felt very strongly about. It was very shortly after I started there was when Bentley came in. He was in an isolation stall. They allowed me to go in and groom him, and I took a little face brush, and this horse literally laid his head in my arms for about 20 minutes while I brushed his face. It was as if he knew that he was going to be okay. After adopting Bentley, we ran across Maestro, fell in love with him. He's just a big, sweet, well-trained horse and very, very low-key, very easy to ride. Great family horse. I really, I've always wanted a miniature horse. And sure as heck, I think my son was about a little over 1, and she gave me a phone call. She says, hey, I have this sweet little boy named Tank. The first day they met, he was such a sweetheart. Tank was on a kill lot in Louisiana. A little cute little mini, 200-pound mini, really? It is so important that we get people to help donate and help contribute and help save these horses' lives. I know for sure, I can speak for my 3, they would not be here if it wasn't for Red Bucket. All of my horses, although all very different, we go from small to double extra large, all have had such a wonderful impact. They are literally part of our family, part of our everyday routine. My son is getting to grow up around these beautiful animals, and it's an awesome thing.
Prepare to leave the hustle and bustle of the big city living behind and escape to the wild Old West with an opportunity to experience the renowned 3-day barbecue boot camp at the Alisal Guest Ranch and Resort. For decades, the Alisal Guest Ranch has treated grilling as a fine art. And with the help of their guest grill masters and their very own chef, Anthony Endy, they will help you take your grilling skills up to the next level. The Barbecue Boot Camp morning sessions will cover all the aspects of barbecue, from the best way to start a fire to what to do with the spice rubs. Afternoons are free for horseback riding, golfing, or enjoying a relaxing visit to the spa, and the evenings give you a chance to interact with local guest chefs and winemakers who will be on hand to create feasts designed to further fire up your love for all things barbecue. This experience includes welcome amenities with Western-style weekend accessories, all meals including special dinners with local celebrity chefs, winemakers and brew masters, workshops on grilling methods and equipment, barbecue instructions, spice blending, and a breakfast ride out to the historic Adobe by horse or hay wagon. You will also receive a keepsake booklet for barbecue notes and recipes. That's an opportunity to experience the renowned 3-day barbecue boot camp at the Alisal Guest Ranch on April 29th through May 1st of 2022. This full bag includes 14 clubs, a stand bag, Gen 3 prototype driver, fairways, hybrids, Gen 3 irons, Gen 3 forged wedges, battle-ready putter, bag, and a PXG hat. PXG wedges are available in a variety of loft and bounce options. PXG is obsessed with making the world's finest and best performing golf equipment, and your custom golf clubs are sure to elevate your performance on the course.
I've had Austin for almost 10 years now. He has been a great addition to our family. I had just lost my horse of 10 years. I was heartbroken. It was either get another horse or be done with horses altogether, and I've ridden since I was 10. And my last horse was off the track. He was a rescue, and so he was so great that I wanted to kind of do that again. So I looked for off the track horses that we could adopt, and I found out about Red Bucket. In California, he raced 7 times. He never finished ahead of a single horse. His trainers and breeders and connections just dumped him, and several other horses in their racing stable. They were eating each other's tails, and they were in pretty pitiful and sad condition. These horses have seen the worst of humanity, and they never want them to be in any kind of situation like that again. So they take their time and make sure it's right. They were very protective of him, and they loved him so much, and so they really waited to make sure they had the right match. And 10 years later, I think you guys did a great job. I did teach him how to jump. He's gone on to show in hunters, jumpers, eventing. I've taken him on trail, and he's really just kind of excelled at everything that I've ever asked him to do. he's had a new life for himself. You know, all he ever did was try hard when he raced. He wasn't the fastest, but that's what they're bred to do, and he tried as hard as he could, and he wasn't fast enough, but after, you know, giving his all, he got dumped. You know, and through Red Bucket, he's had kind of a reincarnation, you know, and he has had a whole new life where he's loved and spoiled, and, you know, just happy.
I was 25 when I finally got my first horse, and his name was Snoop. He was just such a kind, gentle, patient horse, and we had a true bond. It was August 25th of 2013, early in the morning. It was a Sunday morning, and my phone rang, and it was my horse trainer. And at first I was just gonna like let it go to voicemail because it was really early. And then reality started to set in. And I knew that he wasn't calling just to touch base. Something was wrong. So I picked up the phone, and he said, "I don't know how to tell you this, but Snoop is gone." It's one of the hardest days of my life. Snoop was more than just another horse. He was my friend, he was my partner in crime, and I've never seen him again. Snoop died from a really severe colic episode in the middle of the night, and despite having caretakers that lived above the barn, they didn't hear him thrashing, and he died a really painful death, and he didn't deserve that. A few weeks after Snoop's passing, Jeff and I were speaking, and he just said that he was tired of we as an equine community just accepting the fact that horses get injured or pass while humans aren't around. And if humans could intervene quick enough, they could have a very different outcome. So that's how Night Watch started to come to be. A few months ago, I got a new horse. His name's Sherlock, and I'm so grateful to have Night Watch on him so that I do have that peace of mind when I'm not there. This is something that truly moves the needle on equine survival. This is something that has the potential to save your horse's life so that you don't have to go through what I did.
Discover the heart and soul of country music with an unforgettable VIP experience in Nashville, Tennessee. You and your loved ones will enjoy a 4-day and 3-night stay at 21C Museum Hotel. 21C Museum Hotel Nashville is woven into the fabric of downtown, welcoming both visitors and locals to enjoy the curated exhibitions and cultural programming. You and your guests will experience the ultimate Nashville bucket list item, a backstage tour of the iconic Grand Ole Opry. A knowledgeable tour guide will share a few of the many stories about the Opry and the country music superstars that have played there. Additionally, the tour may include a stop at Studio A, a live television studio, the former home of the hit television variety show Hee Haw, and even an opportunity to step on stage. You will also enjoy an unforgettable Nashville city tour that includes admission to the Ryman Auditorium and the Country Music Hall of Fame Museum. This is a wonderful opportunity for you and your loved ones to experience a 4-day and 3-night stay at the 21C Museum Hotel. Experience everything Nashville has to offer, from downtown Broadway, amazing golf and historic sites, the Johnny Cash Museum. Fill in a Predators game and do anything that fits your fancy in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee.
My responsibility is to ensure that we have an eye for the future and that we're being strategic and we're thinking about ways of creating a sustainable organization that will survive beyond a pandemic. And there are a couple of really exciting projects this year. And one would be a documentary with the working title of Saving Opportunity about, our one and only Denny. In filming the beginning of the documentary, we were approached by a filmmaker who asked us to collaborate with him on a feature film. We also were selected to be one of the sets for the upcoming series Solana,
and we'll be collaborating very heavily and providing some consulting on that series. And a good majority of it will be filmed here at Red Bucket. What we're really hoping by coming into people's homes is once people understand the impact of what's happening to the horses, I think that we will start to see a behavioral change. People will be more aware and more thoughtful about what in the world happens to these horses, how high risk they are.
So Ryan, you cheer to the center. 7, 8.
I don't know why.
I'm not pointing the finger. I don't think the finger should be pointed at anyone. You know, there's a lot of that that's going on right now, and all that does is polarize people and also create a lack of accountability. What needs to happen is for us all to come together for the mutual benefit of the horse and create accountability, conversation, and then have a plan for what happens to these horses when they're no longer performing. They are over-commoditized and they're suffering because of that.
As an equestrian athlete, I need a brand that can be as versatile as I am. Equipanty is exactly that, with breathable and moisture-wicking fabric and rash protection down to the knee. This performance underwear means no more chafing, rubbing, or panty lines while in the saddle. And the contoured waistband gives a slimming fit that holds in place no matter what the activity. I love that these panties work for me, whether I be riding, cross-training, stretching, or doing barn chores. And the best part is, they're made in the USA.
Enjoy a star-studded weekend with the NFL's greatest players, with the opportunity to experience your choice of the 2022 or 2023 NFL Pro Bowl. Since 1971, the Pro Bowl has proven the most elite gathering of NFL stars anywhere on earth. Each year, the best of the best in the NFL converge to prove to the world that their conference reigns supreme. This year, the 2022 Pro Bowl will be the National Football League's all-star game for the 2021 NFL season and is scheduled to be played at the brand new Allegiant Stadium in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada on February 6, 2022. Your 2022 or 2023 NFL Pro Bowl experience for two includes a 4-day and 3-night stay in deluxe hotel accommodations, perhaps even on the Las Vegas Strip if you choose the 2022 Pro Bowl option. Two reserved lower-level tickets for the 2022 or 2023 NFL Pro Bowl game can be yours with a full American breakfast daily and expert travel and concierge services to assist you in booking your VIP NFL Pro Bowl weekend, generously donated by wonderful Red Bucket supporter Julie Shields.
The difference Red Bucket is making, I mean, you just take any horse. They literally would not be alive today if it wasn't for Red Bucket. Red Bucket's providing a home for just about every category of equine that's been discarded. We work so hard every day to honor our commitment that we've made to the horses that we've been privileged to say yes to. I love every horse that's here. I can hear one whinny and know why they're calling or, where they are at any point in the day. But there are more Miras out there or other show horses out there. So where's the solution for horses going forward? That's what really drives me. Having a vision for the future and having, real significant impact on finding a solution so that our show horses have somewhere to go. That there's a place for somebody to take their horse before they get dumped in a riverbed, and then are starved or tied to a tree. Or maybe if Mara's owner had, somewhere where she felt safe enough to call and say, hey, I'm in trouble and I have horses that need help. To be a part of an organization that is able to say yes to all of those phone calls, then that's pretty significant impact. That's what Red Bucket's trying to do.
It's about touch. Certainly, grooming and bathing is important for a horse's well-being, but it's really about the touch and the intimacy that is the most enriching. Grooming our horses increases circulation and promotes their healthy hair coat. The summers on the ranch are hot. Bathing serves many purposes, from cooling core body temperature to removing urine and manure stains and making them feel better. And the horses enjoy the individual care, the bath, and the relationship.
All right. Oh, we're all alfalfa, actually. Over here? Oh, let's turn it, because it's likely to go everywhere. Okay. Come here. Come here, honey.
In the afternoons, even routine tasks require that we're vigilant about checking waters and observing the safety and well-being of our horses.
Come here. And then our PM feed is listed on this right-hand side board. So we're going to focus there for today, but our wonderful geriatric residents receive at a minimum 3 warm, what we call soaked buckets a day. Right here, Mary Breckenridge, I mentioned, is one of our geriatric residents, and she's actually a mini, so the quantities of feed are going to be much smaller or mini size for her, but we'll use her as an example for this. Our team members attend orientation and training, but the training doesn't stop there. It's ongoing every day on the ranch, and we're constantly finding ways to invest in our team and develop their competence.
Good evening, friends and loved ones, and on behalf of Red Bucket, welcome, and thank you for joining us. I am your host and auctioneer, Zach Crone, and I will hold for applause. I can't believe I started working with Red Bucket over 8 years and 11 pounds ago. We have a wonderful program in store for you. After all, tonight is a culmination of celebration and fine recreation, so if you're here for the cultivations and good vibrations of this virtual congregation, or for the gravitation towards conversation and social reacclimation, we hope that you'll give kind contemplation towards a wonderful donation for the health and dedication of the Red Bucket equine population. Back in 2016, Anna Elizabeth James became inspired by the life-saving work of Red Bucket and wrote the movie Emma's Chance, highlighting one of Red Bucket's treasured residents. Since then, she has gone on to write and direct Destined to Ride and the hit Netflix movie Deadly Illusions. Friends of Red Bucket, it is my sincere pleasure to introduce writer, producer, director Anna Elizabeth James.
Hey everyone, Anna Elizabeth James here. I'm so excited to be with you right now, to be able to introduce to you one of the most incredible women I've ever had the opportunity of working with and getting to know. I met this woman through a fun experience. I had the opportunity to write a little story about Red Bucket, and I'll never forget the first time that I went to visit the ranch and I met Susan. Her warmth and her dedication and her attention to detail and her fortitude and everything about her made it so easy for me to be able to write a story about Red Bucket. Susan is someone who will go to the ends of the earth to do the right thing. She really puts the animals first. She has the utmost integrity. I respect her so much as a friend and now I could say a co-partner in movie making, and I'm so proud of the work that we did together in highlighting all of the beautiful things about Red Bucket Equine Rescue. I know that she's not only an incredible businesswoman, but she's one of those people that knows how to balance all of the intricacies of running a business, but also keeping the heart and soul at the forefront and making sure the mission is in alignment with all of the little details that are needed. Anyway, I'm so excited to introduce to you someone I admire greatly, Susan Pierce.
Welcome to the Ranch the Horses Own, and welcome to our Ruby Red Virtual Gala. We are so excited to share our life-saving work with you. Our mission is to save horses that have suffered unspeakable abuse, offer them the time in which to heal and regain trust in mankind and in themselves, rehabilitate, train, and match them with loving, permanent, forever homes. And for those horses that have been too damaged beyond our ability to responsibly rehome, we provide safety and sanctuary for life. This year, we decided to do something different because people are always asking, what happens when we say yes to saving a life? And what is a day in the life of Red Bucket really like?
Bad news. I talked to Robert, and hay is not only soaring, but there's going to be a shortage this year.
Oh my God.
Timothy is going up $4 a bale.
Oh God.
And Orchard is right behind it.
Wow. So it doesn't seem like Timothy is going to be an option for us then.
No, but it needs to be an option for us.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, let's have a conversation about alfalfa.
I started Red Bucket nearly 13 years ago, and never in my wildest imagination did I predict the challenges that I would encounter. The intensity of the work itself, the exorbitant cost, or the physicality.
We're going to need his help. And of course, we only want to use him with the sanctuary.
Yeah.
So alfalfa there. But I don't regret one moment of it when I consider the impact and the lives that we've saved and the thousands of lives that we'll save in the future.
Morning, Tony.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. Pretty good. It's dark out there, huh?
It's windy.
Oh, I know. We've had so much wind. I think it's going to be a bit of a windy day. But I wanted to check with you this morning. I talked to our team yesterday about the automatic waters. And so they're going to do a good job of making sure to report.
Michelle is absolutely invaluable. She's responsible for the gold standard of care for over 100 treasured residents, for the operation of the ranch, and also for training and motivating our team.
What day we're expecting the delivery?
All right.
But I know she talked to him just a couple days ago.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Tony.
Good quality hay is the best way for horses to get their nutrition.
Hi, kids. Good morning.
Feeding 100 horses takes our team nearly 6 hours every day. Consistency is critically important. So when emergencies and holidays arise, we make sure that the horses are fed on time.
I love mornings on the ranch because it brings me so much joy to see all the horses' eager faces when the hay cart comes up with their breakfast.
Handbid is everyone's platform of generosity tonight. If you want to donate or bid on auction items, you do it right here on that platform. If you are watching this, it means you are already registered and able to navigate our bidding page. Our live auction and silent auction items are open for bidding, and our featured live auction items and silent auction will remain open until Sunday at 12 p.m. So check out a wonderful smattering that's none too clattering of spoils like wine, coffee, and oil, staycations, delicious treats, or exotic vacations, makeup and yoga and delicious whiskey, everything you need to feel sexy or frisky. What more could you want to help horses in need? A basket of booze? Well, we have that indeed. So remember, every time you give or bid, it's a good deed to help animals in need. So bid with speed and impede upon someone else from trying to succeed. And if at any point throughout the program you wish to make a donation, you can do so at any time on our giving page. Just navigate to Handbid and click on Donate and give at any amount in which you feel inspired to give. But in the meantime, check out our first featured live auction item. Escape to the mountains and big skies of Montana for an unforgettable 5-day and 4-night outdoor adventure for two at the ranches at Belt Creek. Discover the special blend of rustic luxury as your log cabin for two will feel like a private retreat with beautifully appointed home touches designed in classic Western style. You'll be enchanted as you step inside to vaulted ceilings, roaring fireplaces, decadent baths, and porches with stunning views. This all-inclusive stay will include a daily activity of your choice, and the choices are endless at the ranches at Belt Creek. Inside the gates, enjoy 800 acres of prime Montana ranch land that features fenced pastures, an equestrian center, the lodge, and a shooting clay course. Outside the gates, enjoy the resort's own private wilderness outpost in the heart of the 1.8 million acre Lewis and Clark National Forest. Your all-inclusive ranch getaway for two includes a personal ranch host, full concierge services, all meals prepared by the on-site executive chef in the private clubhouse, 24/7 access to the clubhouse, honor bar, hot tub, and a fitness center you will never use. Access to over 7,000 acres of private recreational land, one complimentary activity of your choice that includes ATV excursions, horseback riding, archery, riflery, and guided hikes that may be scheduled each day for each guest. That's 5 days and 4 nights in the heart of nature with an all-inclusive stay for two at Belt Creek, Montana. Meeting Mila today was an experience I will never forget. She was warm. She was kind, she was friendly. It was like meeting a best friend for the first time. Susan, you rescued Mila. When you learned about her circumstances, what did you do?
Oh my goodness, in Mila's circumstances, the first thing that we needed to do was act very quickly. She was in critical condition. We needed to get her to the hospital, and she had life-threatening injuries.
Let's take a look and learn about Mila's story.
On Monday, September 27th at 4:07 p.m., I received a text message. It said, "Susan, urgent. I just got a call from a man. There's a 5-year-old quarter horse mare that was violently attacked by 2 dogs. It has significant injuries and probably needs to be put down." It's okay, sweetheart. Take it slow. Real slow, baby. Really had no idea what was going to walk off of that trailer. There was just blood everywhere. You could see where there had been an attempt to just close some of the flaps with stitches, and she was terrified. I can only imagine the kind of pain. She had bites in every single part of her body, and her leg had been savagely shredded down to the bone. She had nothing. She's terrified, and she's nameless. And everyone had already written her off. We wanted to come up with a name that really meant something that was hers. The biggest issue is the elbow, and it's not just that it was a bite, but the actual bite went all the way down and ripped the flesh off of the bones. We have an exposed joint. Right. So we'll see if hopefully we were warned that she might not make it. Mila, she had some fight in her. She wasn't giving up. And so we weren't going to give up on her. They cleaned her wounds, they put an IV catheter in, and then settled her into her stall. We felt heaviness the next day. She was very withdrawn and internal and obviously depressed. On the good news, her vitals were all really good. No fever, her heart rate was down, and her respiration was normal. She was eating hay out of her hay net, and she actually lifted her head and acknowledged us. So as time went on, we really got to see her personality emerge. Probably the sweetest horse I've ever known in my entire life. She looked for us, she whinnied for us, and she started getting better and stronger. And on the fourth day, Michelle started to scratch her neck, and she reached over with her nose and started to groom my head. The defining moment that I will always remember was 2 weeks into her hospital stay when her surgeon started talking to us about what her care would be like when she did come home. So on October 21st, over 3 weeks after the attack, Mila finally came home.
Welcome home, Mila.
We gave her a nice big stall in a social barn with big windows and, of course, a lot of straw. Mila still has a long way to go. Her wounds are still open, which means that she's going to be on antibiotics and she needs to be on stall rest, and we're not out of the woods. But the one thing that Mila definitely has is the Red Bucket Promise, and that's forever.
I want to ask everyone who is watching a very simple question. What is that one power that you have right now in this moment that will play an active role in providing for the lives of the animals who are counting on us? What is that singular benevolent force that every person is capable of unleashing upon this world? The answer is you. You have the power of choice. So tonight, right here and right now, choose the path of optimism, of hope and generosity, and all the traits we so often admire. We always talk about creating a better world. Well, here's your shot. To donate, please text the phrase Red Bucket to 99192. We have no illusions about the stark reality of our world, and the only thing to counterbalance all that harshness, the only thing to keep it all in perspective, the only thing that holds up a mirror to our triumphs, our fears, our love, our peril, and our society is our acts of kindness, generosity, and humanity. Keep in contact with that sense of humanity. Never lose sight of the thing that makes you feel alive. This is not just about the power of a donation. This is about the power of a decision. And right now, your decision equals destiny for the animals who are counting on you. Never doubt your ability to be an agent of positive change. Never doubt, not for 1 second, that a small, caring community of people can change things for the better, because oftentimes, it's the only thing that ever really has. This is more than a cause. This is a reminder of our humanitarian purpose, and our hearts and our enduring spirits are called to be more, to give more, to appreciate more, to make every moment meaningful. That is the gift called life. And you can live on a higher plane of human existence. So we ask that you become the best version of yourself right here and right now, and give health and lives to the animals who are counting on us. And it reminds all of us in this community about what we care about most. In times of strife, we must become the best version of ourselves and not give up on the virtues and values we deem to be important. We've all been making that conscientious and often hard choice for the health and safety of everyone around us. Well, I can promise you, this is the easiest decision you have ever made, because an act of generosity to a beautiful animal like this is the quickest and easiest way to remind yourself of what it truly means to be human. We all have that innate human desire to do the right thing. We all have that pressure that we might put on ourselves. We might all have that voice that's put on our own shoulders to be so kind. I want you to act on it. I want you to honor it. I want you to embrace it, because when you free yourself of fear and worry and stress, your humanity, your true self is revealed. Simply make the future become self-evident through your actions here and now, and make the choice here and now to give, because our actions of kindness are the bedrock by which we value our community, and generosity is the foundation of our own character. Everything in our world is different, but the only new ingredient needed is for the courage of your conviction to evolve for the sake of what's important. As the world around us has changed, so has our need to respond to new challenges. We can't control the events of our world, but we can choose what to focus on. So focus on the solution. Choose to do something positive and life-changing and life-saving, because whatever you focus on is what you will feel. Continue to give throughout our program and realize the very basic fundamental truth that happiness is true wealth. Kindness is true joy. And what if everyone is watching this, or will watch it, or whether they've given already or haven't given yet, whether they've been a part of Red Bucket for a few days, weeks, months, or years, or decades, or are just learning about us for the first time? What if everyone who's watching right here and right now gives it $100? The impact could be exponential. And all you have to do is ask yourself, can I? Can I give $100? Can I still pay my bills? Can I still buy all the food I need? Can I still get a latte every single day if I give $100, whether I've given already or haven't given yet? Of course you can. And if you can, you should. Please donate now and text Red Bucket to 99192. It is a decision you will not regret. I promise you.
We're going to start with your temperature.
On any given day, there are a variety of horses that require critical care and attention. Oftentimes, taking vitals, administering medication, and setting a plan for the rest of the day.
Our friend needs as much extra enrichment as he can get since he's on modified stall.
If the horse has a chronic ailment that requires close monitoring and attention, or acute injury or concern.
Going to be seen later today, so we'll be taking that off anyways, and he'll be getting a new bandage.
Good morning, Daniela. How are you?
I'm good, you?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
In addition to dedicating her life to our life-saving work, what most people don't know about Susan is that she has a full-time and very demanding career.
And having said that, our greatest strengths when stretched to excess also become a liability.
My career at SSCA has really positioned me perfectly to understand business and to be able to use my skills and knowledge to run Red Bucket like a business. It is. When a horse comes to Red Bucket,
guess what?
They have nothing. We give them a name, a bucket, the gift of dignity, and a promise.
Oh, yummy!
In recent years, the equine rescue industry has adopted a cat and dog model, which limits length of stay. At Red Bucket, our belief is that quality of life has value. So therefore, we provide supplements and medication to our aging population.
The first year we started Red Bucket, we had 74 horses. Every horse had a red bucket, and that was one of the ways that we knew that every single horse was being touched.
This morning. So I just wanted to check in before we get started. This morning on your list, you're wonderful.
Today our operation
will be helping us
is
with the
much
morning
more
bucket.
complex.
So if we can also please
And we utilize a number of different tools to ensure that we have accountability.
When a team member arrives at the ranch to serve, they find a list on the board with priorities for the day, from water service, grooming, handling.
So obviously we're going to be working on prepping a lot of these horses for the vet today. So Amber, you're going to already be with Spice and Presley. So I know we have hands on them every day with daily care and first aid, but if you can make sure that they're nice and tidy and brushed off, that would be great. Sound good? Yeah. Okay, great. Yay, yeah. Awesome. Alrighty.
When I arrived earlier today at Red Bucket, I thought I was going to be walking into yet another wonderful gala. Turns out I was dead wrong. I saw and experienced firsthand what it is like to keep this wonderful operation up and running. Check it out.
So good to see you again. Oh my goodness, you look great.
Thank you, so do you.
8 years doing another gala. Love it. So happy to be back. This is going to be awesome. Where are the tables, the bid numbers, the registration?
Here we're doing it a little differently, and we're going to put you to work.
Oh, I mean, I was going to go to work anyway, so might as well. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Oh, you
I'm all ready.
Okay.
I'm red bucket ready.
You look fantastic.
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
What are we doing?
We're going to go
nervous.
to work.
Oh, I got the gloves on now.
Yes. Now we have to feed the horses.
Let's do it.
Can you load the hay on the cart, please?
This hay?
Yes, sir.
No problem. So both?
Yep.
You want to do both?
Yep.
This one's low carb. I didn't know horses did keto diets. Okay. Can I move your mat? Can I move your mat? I gotta move your mat. See all that? Are you proud of yourself? Clearly you have a very vegetarian diet. So you can drink this much water. I know you know what I'm talking about, right? It's like sometimes you just need a little company. Do you find it once? Do you just? Is this a two-person job?
No,
or?
we just do
It's a one-person job. It's a one-person. Okay. All right. It's more in the legs than it is in the arms, right?
Yeah, just bend your knees.
Clear bend. This is how they feed people at Golden Corral. I actually like Golden Corral. Okay. Jeez, this is like asphalt. Why are these mats so heavy? They're on the ground. Susan finds me to be completely full of it, so here we go. No wonder. Hot. I don't want. Do you want this on the rocks? Or? Did you know your father? What's it feel like being this small? Yep, no problem. I got this.
Okay.
No,
All right.
to it.
Great job, Zach. Could you get the rest of it, please? Thank you so much.
There's a lot of hay. Hey! Okay, I got this. I'll be right there. Wait.
Yeah, we're going this way.
Where's this kid from? Fine. Whoop. Wait. Come here. They just stand on them. We should give them a nice Parisian rug. Of course, these have to be perfectly symmetrical. There we go. It's all about momentum. It's all about momentum.
Good job, Zach. Could you take it down to the manure pile, please?
Manure pile. You keep it here? I could sell it at auction.
Oh, Zach, please don't spill.
I'm trying.
No, put it on the plates first.
Been a long day. Since our inception in 2009, the Red Bucket Equine Rescue has survived and thrived thanks to the relationships with our friends, our families, and our dear supporters.
I don't think I have words to express my heartfelt emotion for Pamela Berryhill. She's been with us from the very beginning. She's been a beloved friend, a supporter, and now an adopter.
Let's take a look and learn a little bit more about our wonderful supporter, Pamela Berryhill.
I bonded quickly with him. I talked to him face to face very closely and asked him, did he think he wanted to be my forever horse? And of course I had Giddy Up Girl cookies with me. So I was giving him cookies just right and left. You know, I wanted him to love me. I was fortunate enough to be there when Susan brought those first horses in to Huntington Beach Equestrian Center, because I was stabling up top when she brought them in. They worked very hard with all their heart and soul to help these horses to have a better life, to get the right owner. And I swear I didn't ever think I was going to get a Red Bucket horse, but I got lucky. When I called Susan and told her that the chance passed, I said, I'm not ready to do get a horse. My husband became ill, and so I had to quit granting wishes with Make-A-Wish. I stopped Bible study. I just had to be Patrick's wife. After a few months, she called me and she said, Pamela, I think I have the right horse for you. He's a perfect horse. We all go through different stations in our life, and I'm in a special one because I have some physical challenges. And we settled in together. And he nickers to me, and I sing to him. I have a horse. I have a purpose every day. I'm just very blessed. I think Red Bucket is probably the most unique charity that I've been involved in, and I've been involved in a lot of charities. They have integrity tremendously, and I like that. I respect that. They don't waste their money. Horses come first. And Susan Pierce is a phenomenal woman. I have never met anybody like her. I don't know how she gets all her energy and her smarts. She's made Red Bucket what it is today. And I think it's a fabulous charity, and it will always have my support. Always.
Good morning, sweet girl. Hello, Miss Valentine. How are you? Let's take a look this morning, okay?
Yesterday I got a call from a team member reporting that Valentine was injured.
Hi Michelle, I'm here with Valentine and she has a really swollen left front.
Oh gosh.
Over and look at her.
Yes, we've been monitoring Valentine with the help of our vets, and we've been concerned that she might have a sleep disorder.
I'm just around the corner, so I'll be right there.
It's possible that her swollen knee is a result of her stumbling down at night.
That is very swollen. Take my gloves off. It's really hot too. Did you feel that?
Yes, I
Yeah.
Valentine is now on our critical care list, and it's going to require gentle hand walking, modified stall rest, and lots of hydrotherapy.
I think you have some breakfast in here. Good girl. And we're just gonna take your halter off, okay? Put this back on you tonight. Cool. Alrighty. We'll be back for a cold hose in a little bit. You can have your breakfast first. Hey, Banker baby. Good morning. Wanna go out with your friends? Alright, friend. Good boy.
people hear 100 horses, they think, oh my goodness. The reality is it's 100 individual horses with unique personalities, individual needs, and we always prioritize first aid first.
I am so honored to take care of this horse. He's had multiple careers where he gave everything to others. As a racehorse, a show horse, a lesson horse, and now we want to give everything to him.
All right, ready, Freddie? Come on, you. Let's go and see your friends. Okay, you. Have a good day. Okay? Have a good day. This night, our work wouldn't be possible without the support of our sponsors, production team, volunteers, and all of you who cared enough to join us this evening. We are profoundly grateful.
Our next featured live auction item will be your chance to rest in relief of refreshing relaxation and rejuvenation as you regale and rejoice in a remarkable rendition of refined recreation and table the tasks of tarnation and trauma. Get away from the trouble and tyranny of traffic and trouncing tangles of tension and trepidation, but treat yourself with a chip of timeless tranquility and alleviation. Whether you like to surf or ski, check this out.
Prepare to experience true aloha with a 4-night stay on the beautiful Big Island coastline. Discover breathtaking volcanoes, partake in whale-watching adventures, or play a round or two of golf. Our team has all the local knowledge and experience needed to ensure you make the most of your trip. Located in the charming village of Kaimu, your Bali-style beach house is the perfect spot to sit back and relax while enjoying the stunning views of the black lava fields and the nearby ocean. Bajan Breeze. Experience Barbados' best beaches with a 5-night stay for 6 guests in a luxury townhouse in Sandy Lane. Discover the warm, tranquil waters of Paynes Bay Beach and Sandy Lane Beach within walking distance of your accommodation. Enjoy the perfect island retreat with an on-site clubhouse and pool, private beach access, and exclusive membership amenities from the beach house. This cozy, magnificent condo is a ski lover's paradise and just around the corner from Breckenridge's Mountain Powder. Prepare to have your breath taken as you gaze over the snow-covered slopes of beautiful Breckenridge. Just a short stroll away from the Snowflake chairlift, you are in a prime position to enjoy all the natural beauty on offer from within your comfortable and well-equipped condo. Speak with one of our destination experts for a hand-picked list of local amenities sure to delight you and your guests. From ski lessons to restaurant reservations and so much more, our team is here to help you make the most of your trip.
Donkeys are more susceptible to fly bites than horses. So in our program, we're very aggressive about jumping on that early in the spring. All of the donkeys have socks. They're fly sprayed and groomed daily. And donkey duty is just as enriching for the team members as it is for the donkeys.
love sleepovers, and I think it's one thing that's so fantastic about our program here at Red Bucket. The horses every night get to enjoy being moved from their day stall to a sleepover stall where they have socialization and enrichment with neighbors and typically a nice large paddock to move around in. There's nothing there that I want to adjust right now. We might be having a conversation about monsoon, let's say in a week or so.
Right.
She's stable on bute right now with 1 gram in the morning and at night, but that might be something we need to monitor more closely. So if you want to just make a note that we might be adjusting her to the critical care section.
Okay.
We did a good job of organizing Chip and Mary Breckenridge together.
Right.
Try to think, how can we just put Presley up there next to Spice?
Many of our horses come to us having been damaged. We assess them as individuals and monitor them throughout the day to ensure that their medicine is keeping them comfortable.
Let's do a half. Let's keep it the same in the morning, but let's do a half at night. I don't want to hit her with too much at one time. And it's not alfalfa. She's on Timothy. My apologies.
Michelle mentioned in the barn that horses aren't meant to live in cages, right? They're meant to be exercising, moving 15 miles a day naturally with their heads down, grazing and socializing. So that's what we're doing here, is they're exercising, right? Creating motility in their intestines. That is why water service is the most important thing that y'all can possibly do. The rest of it is up to us to make sure that the quality of hay is high quality. You can see how healthy that hay is. So we want to make sure we're feeding really top-notch hay. Our hay barn, it's over $19,000 a month to fill that. Yeah. And then we want to make sure that the horses aren't eating too fast. And so you'll notice every single one of our turnouts that has a slow grazer will have a grid on top of it that will prevent the horses from eating too quickly. It actually, for them, really replicates what it's like to be grazing.
Red Bucket is a complex organization, and we really rely on our team members to help us in our care of our treasured residents. It's really important that we provide education for them, and also that we teach them the standard operating procedures that we have for virtually everything that we do on the ranch. There's a growing population of unwanted horses. Horses that are forgotten and discarded, aging, and no longer rideable, and damaged by abuse. Our vision of the future is to provide a safe place for these horses like Mikkel, including subsidized retirement, sanctuary, and shelter. Damaged and no longer useful, he was resigned to suffer alone without pain relief or the most basic humane care. People had found him in a strip mall. He was abandoned and really suffering, standing, for several months in that backyard without proper food. The dog was lunging on a chain and just kept lunging on this chain, and he was really scared, and he couldn't see out of his left eye, and there wasn't a gate. There was just a small little access from the driveway into the backyard, and he just didn't want to walk through it. I think we bring with us a calmness, even if we're not feeling terribly calm inside, and a confidence. And I do think that instills trust in horses. A very different horse jumped off the trailer when we got home. Lo and behold, we have a stallion.
I need a chain, please. Like right away.
For Mikkel, it's a very different story. Consider the fact this poor horse had been isolated for months. No equine companionship at all. And all of a sudden he's right smack dab in the middle of 100 horses, 50 of which are mares.
This friend certainly has been injured. It looks like he's had blunt force trauma to his left eye. It's clearly blind.
He came with a list of challenges that needed to be attended to right away.
I mean, this horse's eye, he's been through enough. Yes. So we're going to give him a local, be as comfortable as he can be. And also, I think it'll allow him to stay down longer without more anesthesia, so the farrier can hopefully get his feet done.
Yeah, clearly. Of course, the most urgent of which was his castration. And we were very intentional about doing his feet while he was down, knowing that it would be painful for him to raise his back legs.
And so you see these irregularities here where there's sores in his mouth from his teeth having these sharp points here and here.
He had some ulcers on the inside of his mouth, and he wasn't able to actually chew his food properly. And
so we are going to let Dr. Ratfelder get to work and start grinding those teeth down.
The big white elephant in the room was Mikkel's eye.
Right. But you guys are here for him. He's adjusted. Right. And right now, looking at how the eye looks, I wouldn't take it out.
Okay, good. Great. Mikkel was starting to act and feel safe. I've never known a horse before that came in so damaged, so stoic, and a few months later to be playful, cheerful, wanting to engage, and he has a best friend, a mini mule, who also is blind in his left eye, Cactus Jack. Mikkel is a 27-year-old geriatric horse. He has finally found his home.
At the heart of our mission here at Red Bucket Equine Rescue is the promise we make to each and every animal to give them a home. For some, they find themselves leaving our doors and being welcomed in to another wonderful family. For others, like Mikkel, a 27-year-old stallion, this is home. And we still have a promise to keep to him. That's where you come in. Every act of kindness and generosity that you perform right here and right now will keep a home safe and warm for the horses and donkeys that depend on this wonderful center. Please text the phrase Red Bucket to 99192 and I'll make you a promise. Nobody in the history of this world ever became poor from giving. And you make a living by what you get, but you make a life by what you give. Now is the opportunity that we all have to uphold the virtue that we find value in this cause. You've all been to this wonderful facility. You all have a deep personal respect for this organization and for the horses that have come in and out of your life. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching. So the fact that you are here and as dedicated as you are to the lives of the horses that have moved you, that have touched you, that have inspired you, should be all the reason you need to give here and now. Please text Red Bucket to 99192 and give it any amount that you feel is meaningful. Whether that's providing food, care, shelter, cleanliness, rehabilitation, vet visits, and so much more. All of our needs have been expanded and have grown in cost due to pandemic-related reasons. We need you to help counterbalance the scales and bring us back to even. You can do that through every act of generosity you perform right here and right now. It's a moment you will not regret, I promise you. Please text Red Bucket to 99192. Thank you so very much for your continued kindness and support of Red Bucket Equine Rescue.
From a 3 to a 4, happy face.
Absolutely.
No more 3s.
No.
So I was thinking, if we're going to integrate him with Painter, though,
yes,
my very strong recommendation is let's put him in fin bars.
Sure.
First.
Absolutely.
And then put him in the catch pen, because we haven't had him out there by himself in a while.
He loves it.
We're committed to the mind, body, and spirit of our horses. And one of the things that we do is called happy face rounds. And we round on our horses and we talk about their overall happiness. Every horse should have 4 happy faces. And when we're concerned that a horse might not have 4 happy faces, we put together a plan to ensure that the horse is enriched and happy.
How are you? So I think if we can get this friend turned out overnight in a herd, and it might just be best to create a new herd with this friend.
Who's on your list for that herd?
Well, Duke has not been integrated with some of our really gentle, kind geldings like Painter and possibly Dublin. And those boys would also really benefit just from a different herd setting.
Yes, different turnout. It might include changing a paddock or a stall, or introducing the horse to a new herd, or making sure that the horse has a best friend.
We do a lot of rehab, and once a horse starts under saddle, especially a performance horse, it's best to do the rehab off-site. Given that all of our arenas are full 24/7, we don't want to sacrifice their enrichment.
Hi, Adnan.
Hi, Adnan. How are you?
Many of our horses come to us broken, and the second part of our mission promises them rehabilitation, training, and time for them to heal.
Good job, bud.
He wants to be a little bit, he's a little bit bored walking, but we have to be careful to rehab him slowly and make sure that we rehab the correct way.
Well, thanks for doing such a great job with them.
Absolutely. Thank you for trusting us with him. And I think he has a good future. He feels really good. He's light on his feet, and he's happy almost to be out. So that's a good sign of a good horse.
Hi, Jennifer. Nice to hear from you. Perfect. I'm actually stepping into the office right now. Let me take a look at the calendar so that we can set you up on the schedule. 1 second. With a robust volunteer program, there are a lot of moving parts. In the event of an emergency or a schedule change, it significantly impacts our operation. As the Director of Operations and Finance, I have the great privilege of having my finger on the pulse of almost every aspect of our operation.
Hello?
Hi, Erin. It's Michelle. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Oh my gosh. We had a few team members today with a couple of emergencies or out of town, and I was hoping that you might be interested and available to join us on the farm and serve the horses today.
That sounds good.
Okay, we'll see you soon. Thanks so much, Erin.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Starting a program like Red Bucket, there are things that you absolutely don't think about, like budgeting for toilet paper or how much laundry you're actually going to do in a day.
There's an enormous amount of daily laundry, from towels to bandages, and we rely heavily on our team members to share the burden. It really does take a village.
There is a lot of things that we can do ourselves, and there are times when we really need a vet.
He just thinks he's big. We get rewarded after we get our shot. Oh my goodness, we're very brave. We're very brave.
There's a cost to having a vet come out. Vaccines and deworming have to be done several times a year. So when there's something that we can do ourselves, it saves us money that can be directed to other places.
Very brave. Good job. Good job. Okay. We should have our cookie before the dewormer, I believe.
Yes, we should.
Hi. You're okay. It's okay. Oh, he does have his little mouth. Yeah, there we are. It's okay, sweetheart. Good job. Good job. I know. Good job.
Good boy.
Yeah. Put your mask back on. You get to go with your friends.
Good boy. All right, that's a wrap.
Prepare to leave the hustle and bustle of the big city living behind and escape to the wild old west with an opportunity to experience the renowned 3-day barbecue boot camp at the Alisal Guest Ranch and Resort. For decades, the Alisal Guest Ranch has treated grilling as a fine art. And with the help of their guest grill masters and their very own chef, Anthony Endy, they will help you take your grilling skills up to the next level. The Barbecue Boot Camp morning sessions will cover all the aspects of barbecue, from the best way to start a fire, to what to do with the spice rubs. The afternoons are free for horseback riding, golfing, or enjoying a relaxing visit to the spa, and the evenings give you a chance to interact with local guest chefs and winemakers who will be on hand to create feasts designed to further fire up your love for all things barbecue. This experience includes welcome amenities with Western-style weekend accessories, all meals including special dinners with local celebrity chefs, winemakers and brew masters, workshops on grilling methods and equipment, barbecue instructions, spice blending, and a breakfast ride out to the historic Adobe by horse or hay wagon. You will also receive a keepsake booklet for barbecue notes and recipes. That's an opportunity to experience the renowned 3-day barbecue boot camp at the Alisal Guest Ranch on April 29th through May 1st of 2022.
As our horses age, it becomes more difficult for them to get the nutrition they need. So we prepare individualized buckets with soaked hay pellets, topped with our horse's favorite treat, Equine Senior. Martin Fox is one of our older residents that came from a terrible background with a rental string.
I'm just going to pinch a little bit of his skin and watch how long it takes for the skin to go back in place.
And we knew that being seen and treated by the vet might be a very traumatic experience for him. Relationship with our veterinarians is invaluable. We can send a text message at a moment's notice and make a recommendation and know that we're going to get a response and ensure the best course of treatment.
Oh, Dr. Tresser?
He agrees on the Banamine.
I said it'd be available from 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. because then I jump on at 8 a.m. with another client.
All day.
I know. Hey, Michelle. Yeah. Can I borrow you for a sec?
Of course.
Can I get your opinion on this?
Yeah.
Suffering unspeakable agony, the black stallion had been discarded in a semi-deserted rural strip mall. He was shamefully neglected and underweight, overgrown hooves, and suffering tremendously from blunt force trauma to his left eye. Damaged and no longer useful, he was resigned to suffer alone without pain relief or the most basic humane care.
The one thing that I remember sticks in my mind when I think about Mikkel, he had that like old tattered kid saddle on his back.
Our business is life and death. It is absolutely imperative that I carve out time to step back and be strategic and work on fundraising projects like the community news.
The good news is it's early enough in the day, but Janan, with how far away your vet is, I'd really suggest, keeping us in the loop throughout the day. We'll be here, both of us are around the farm all day long.
Count manure.
Yeah.
We provide field support service to our doctors, and we're there for them when they need advice, counsel, or when there's a crisis.
Well, if you think of anything else, just, shoot me a text, let me know. Otherwise, I'll give you a call back in a couple hours and let you know how he's doing.
Okay,
All right, we're here for you.
All right.
Okay. Bye, Janan.
Whether you like to tee off on the green or sit back and relax and watch some of NFL's brightest stars on the gridiron, you're going to want to pay attention and bid on one of these next items. Check it out. Customize and elevate your swing on the course with these brand new custom PXG golf clubs. Most golfers, when hitting the PXG for the first time, are simply stunned by the amazing performance, incredible forgiveness, and soft feel of the clubs. Every moment of impact should be exhilarating. This full bag includes 14 clubs, a stand bag, Gen 3 prototype driver, fairways, hybrids, Gen 3 irons, Gen 3 forged wedges, battle-ready putter, bag, and a PXG hat. PXG wedges are available in a variety of loft and bounce options. PXG is obsessed with making the world's finest and best performing golf equipment, and your custom golf clubs are sure to elevate your performance on the course. Our next winning bidder will enjoy a star-studded weekend with the NFL's greatest players, with the opportunity to experience your choice of the 2022 or 2023 NFL Pro Bowl. Since 1971, the Pro Bowl has proven the most elite gathering of NFL stars anywhere on earth. Each year, the best of the best in the NFL converge to prove to the world that their conference reigns supreme. This year, the 2022 Pro Bowl will be the National Football League's all-star game for the 2021 NFL season and is scheduled to be played at the brand new Allegiant Stadium in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada on February 6, 2022. Your 2022 or 2023 NFL Pro Bowl experience for two includes a 4-day and 3-night stay in deluxe hotel accommodations, perhaps even on the Las Vegas Strip if you choose the 2022 Pro Bowl option. Two reserved lower-level tickets for the 2022 or 2023 NFL Pro Bowl game can be yours with a full American breakfast daily and expert travel and concierge services to assist you in booking your VIP NFL Pro Bowl weekend, generously donated by wonderful Red Bucket supporter Julie Shields.
At Red Bucket, it really does take a village, and while we strive to do as much of our own vet care as possible, the reality is that we rely on our vets and farriers as trusted partners and providing the highest standard of care for our treasured residents. Water service is the most essential thing that we do to care for our horses. Every single team member and Michelle and I all take part in ensuring that our horses have fresh, clean water.
Can you have some of that?
Any water that's bailed out of a stock tank or bucket is used to water bushes or plants on the farm.
On a warm day, it's not uncommon for one of our horses to jump in a water trough and take a swim, which means we're checking water 24 hours a day.
horses' feet need to be attended to every 5 to 6 weeks. Our farriers complete our work. Jessie Coker has been selflessly supporting our horses from the very beginning, and we are so grateful to always be adding to our Red Bucket family. Becca Shearer always makes our horses a priority, and they love her.
What we're doing is we're kind of backing off to 2.5 years ago, and we're just numbing out his foot. Basically, we're asking him a question. Hey, Iron Man, does this pain you're experiencing right now, is it coming from inside your hoof? Right. And if he's a whole lot better, the answer is yes. If it's not, then we think it's higher end, like our initial assumption. Right.
We actually need diagnostics. You know, we need to understand what's happening with the horse so that we can help the horse.
So we'll get him a second dose of Exceed.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, he's now finally sleeping.
It's okay, bud. Hold. Almost. Hold. It's okay.
It'll be nice for him too.
Oh, yes.
I want to make him happy.
Yes. And our vets are always there for us. And they are our friends. They care about our work and they care about our horses and they feel more like partners.
People like to wrap them, and I will, like if it's their first time, because I'm desperate to get it to go down.
Right.
You know, because I got one shot to get it down fast,
Right.
but you can feel the thickness of the tissue and the chronicity of this.
Yes.
He's done this before.
Right.
So I would get him on antibiotics to cover for an infection, and what are we going to use for a swollen leg would be
Nocquazone or Dex.
Perfect.
What is it? 101.2. All right, I'll take it. Late afternoon. Good boy. Thank you. Welcome. Now, this is the more severe wound on the knee.
One of the big challenges we've had with COVID, and actually we're still feeling it, is we have not been able to get bandaging material. We haven't been able to get Elasticon. We haven't been able to get vet wrap. We haven't been able to get Vetricin. We've had to improvise because the horses still need care. And so we've gone to using clean no-bows and standing wraps for our bandages and changing them daily, sometimes twice a day.
So Michelle's going to be removing the bandage and the stitches. We should be in pretty good shape.
The horses, their care, their well-being, it matters.
Our vets
really rely on them for peace of mind and also confidence that there is a lot of things that we can do ourselves. And there are times when we really need a vet.
I'm happy with that.
And our vets are always there for us.
I was 25 when I finally got my first horse, and his name was Snoop. It was August 25th of 2013, early in the morning. It was a Sunday morning, and my phone rang, and it was my horse trainer. So I picked up the phone, and he said, I don't know how to tell you this, but Snoop is gone. A few weeks after Snoop's passing, Jeff and I were speaking, and he just said that he was tired of we as an equine community just accepting the fact that horses get injured or pass while humans aren't around. And if humans could intervene quick enough, they could have a very different outcome. So that's how Night Watch started to come to be. This is something that truly moves the needle on equine survival. This is something that has the potential to save your horse's life.
I'm sorry, just stings a little tiny bit. I'm sorry, just a little bit. I'll just hold it.
There you go. Okay, you can put it down. Thank you. Thank you, friend.
Every evening, Banker receives turn-down service, where we wrap him very carefully to keep him safe and protected through the night.
We have a lot of professional friends here.
Good job, bud.
All right, friend. Oh, it's a little off the tracks.
Want pause for the picture? You are being a ham right now. He's putting on a
ridiculous.
show.
Yeah.
Because we are monitoring Valentine for potential sleep disorder, nightly we prepare a deeply bedded stall to encourage her to lay down and sleep.
All right, Miss Valentine. Time to tuck you in for the night, sweet girl. Okay. All right, we have your bed all ready. Yes, ma'am. Nice deep bed. And you'll still be across from your friend, okay? Good girl. Okay, easy steps, please. And guess what? You have a hay net over here and fresh water. We're all set up. And come on in. Good girl. Turn around for me. Would you like to come over here to your hay net? Special halter on. Oh, perfect. I think I saw the green light, which means you're all set up to go. And should you need us, we're going to get alerted. So I'm going to go get your medicine. I'll be back. Let's do a little testing. A little checking on our friend. Much brighter, huh?
Yeah, I'll still set my alarm.
Oh, come here, buddy.
Great, bud.
Good job. Hello, friendy. Can we see how this looks compared to earlier? Oh, that's better.
Earlier today, Martin Fox colicked. Now, we've had eyes and hands on him multiple times a day. We swing by again to get eyes and hands on him, and we will routinely throughout the evening if we don't like what we see. We don't leave sick horses.
He wants to come with us.
There's no one better. Don't read that.
Whether you want to bring the styles of the South home or travel to the South, check out these next 2 live auction items. Discover the heart and soul of country music with an unforgettable VIP experience in Nashville, Tennessee. You and your loved ones will enjoy a 4-day and 3-night stay at 21C Museum Hotel. 21C Museum Hotel Nashville is woven into the fabric of downtown, welcoming both visitors and locals to enjoy the curated exhibitions and cultural programming. You and your guests will experience the ultimate Nashville bucket list item, a backstage tour of the iconic Grand Ole Opry. A knowledgeable tour guide will share a few of the many stories about the Opry and the country music superstars that have played there. Additionally, the tour may include a stop at Studio A, a live television studio, the former home of the hit television variety show Hee Haw, and even an opportunity to step on stage. You will also enjoy an unforgettable Nashville city tour that includes admission to the Ryman Auditorium and the Country Music Hall of Fame Museum. This is a wonderful opportunity for you and your loved ones to experience a 4-day and 3-night stay at the 21C Museum Hotel. Experience everything Nashville has to offer, from downtown Broadway, amazing golf and historic sites, the Johnny Cash Museum. Fill in a Predators game and do anything that fits your fancy in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee.
Hello, Of course. Bud. All right, we have medicine to give.
Hey, Bud.
Hi, we have a bucket for you.
Here you go.
How we doing?
Part of our care involves preparing and administering critical medications for certain residents at night.
Okay. Here you go, Bud. There you go. Feel better.
You take care of yourself tonight, please.
And your friend.
Make good decisions.
Oh, yeah. Girl.
After dinner, there's a long period of time before breakfast. So once we've administered medication, we provide enrichment hay and toys for our horses to occupy them throughout the night.
Where's the mask anchor?
Every night, before we lock the gate, we walk the farm and get eyes on every single resident to make sure that they are happy, content, and safe.
The Holter has indicated the heart rate has gone over 45 beats per minute, so I'll acknowledge that. The Holter, we'll check on her, and then the Holter will need to be reset. We've been using the Night Watch Holter to monitor Valentine.
What happened? I'm gonna have to reset the Holter for you. Okay, what happened? What happened, Mama?
Looks fine. Look fine.
You don't look super dusty or anything.
It read her at 32 and 11 respirations, so that looks good. All right, miss, you do have hay all over your face. The Night Watch Holter has proven invaluable because in the event anything happens, we're alerted right away.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's probably good for tonight, huh?
Probably dust my boots off.
Put that back clean.
There are between 130 and 150,000 unwanted horses in this nation, and those numbers are rapidly increasing. With the pandemic, the urgency, the need, and the suffering is increasing. Please don't forget them.
On behalf of all of us at Red Bucket Equine Rescue, my name was Zach Crone, and it was a pleasure hosting this fantastic event. Thank you to Susan Pierce and all of our wonderful supporters that make this place what it is. Thank you once again. Take care of yourselves and each other. Good night.
Susan, it's Valentine.
I take a deep breath, trying to stand to my feet, shake off the pain I carry, the scars that remind me. I'm fighting for my life. I don't have a choice. My fate has been decided. Who will be my voice? before